What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in again. This is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, but this is a quick one. That's why we're in the kitchen. I just really wanted to knock out this review before I hit up the grill, because I'm going to do some grilling. I'm going to grill me some sausage in a little while. And this is the beer I'm going to be drinking while I'm out there grilling. And I've never had it before, and I figured I wanted to review it because this is something that's on the shelves of a lot of stores across the country. I've been curious about this beer for a couple of years now since it came out, so let's get right to it. This is the Drifter Pale Ale from the Widmer Brothers Brewery in Portland, Oregon. Now, before I get started, I want to be clear here, and there's a reason that I'm using my Hurricane Wings Budweiser glass here. The Widmer Brothers and the Red Hook Brewery merged and formed a company called the Craft Brew Alliance. That company, Budweiser owns a 32% stake in the Craft Brew Alliance. Now the Craft Brew Alliance is Red Hook, Widmer Brothers, and now Kona, because they bought Kona in 2010. Budweiser owns a 32% stake in those breweries, and Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, distributes them. What a lot of people don't know about the beer system in this country is that there's supposed to be a three-tier system. That's the way it was set up, by the government. A brewer cannot sell directly to the public. In other words, Widmer can't sell me a six-pack. I cannot go to Widmer and buy a 12-pack or a six-pack. They have to sell it through a middleman, a third party, a distributor, hence the three-tier system. Anheuser-Busch has worked a way around that because in every major region of this country, one of the local distributors is owned by Anheuser-Busch. I live in South Florida, and in Broward County and in Miami-Dade, there is independent distributor and the Anheuser-Busch affiliated distributor. And it's like this, it was like this up in the Treasure Coast, and it's like this in a lot of places. Matter of fact, when I lived in Vero Beach, I think it was Southern Eagle, the Anheuser-Busch distributor there, was run by a Busch, an actual member of the Busch family. I forgot his first name, but he was a Busch, and he had a big ball in house, and that's how it goes. So I say that because Widmer Brothers and Kona and Red Hook, they're all in bed with the devil. Anheuser-Busch has a hand in those breweries, and they get wider distribution than a lot of other craft beers because they get to ride on Anheuser-Busch's trucks. If you're familiar with how distribution works, many times the craft beers, the Stones and the Rogues and those guys, they're not distributed by the Anheuser-Busch people. They're distributed by the other distributor, which usually does Miller, Coors, a lot of the imports, and a lot of the craft beer. So that's the deal with Widmer. A lot of people who are 100% against Anheuser-Busch don't fuck with Widmer or Kona or Red Hook because of that affiliation. I'm not as picky. And in all fairness, thanks to Anheuser-Busch, for example, the Red Hook IPA is available in a lot of places where there are no other craft beers, there are no other IPAs. So sometimes it's the best choice available. Now, that being said, since this beer came out, apparently it's become popular. It gets a good rating on Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. I give you the Beer Advocate score right now, but Beer Advocate, the site seems to be down. So let's just get right to it. One more time, just to show you the label. I know the lighting isn't great here. And I am trying to be quick because I don't want to be barbecuing in the dark. It's a pale ale. It says on the packaging, it says unique citrus character, anything but pale. Okay, and it really doesn't say anything else. So yeah, I'm just curious to see what it's like. It's always good to have an American pale ale that's on the shelves. If it's either this or like High Life and a Bud product, I'll drink this. So, getting right to it, pouring it in the Budweiser glass. Let's see what's up with Drifter. And again, Widmer's Hefeweizen is their most popular beer. Apparently it's also their oldest beer. And I've always kind of wanted to try that, but I never really worked myself up to it. And I've been seeing Drifter on the shelves for about 2 years now. They've tooled up the packaging. It's got a new look, but it's been around, and I keep seeing it. So last night I just said, screw it, let's try it. So the color is a dark orange amber, but it is crystal clear. I can see right through this thing. I can see through it. I can see the camera. Can you see me? Hey, what's up? Yeah, crystal clear, but nice head. Kind of frothy. Malty, but a bit citrusy. It's not, you know, like a Sierra Nevada Pale or a Dale's Pale where you get a real hop nose on the beer, but there are definitely some citrusy hops in there, man. Orangey. Very orangey. Orangey, but not that hoppy. Yeah. There's a little bit of bitterness there. It's kind of thin. You get a little carbonation bite, little hop bite up front, but it doesn't linger too long. Thin across the middle, some malty flavor, kind of a watery caramel to it. Nothing spectacular, not very heavy. And towards the end, a bit of a grassy, bitter hops to clean it up, but I'm unimpressed. It's not a bad beer, but it's like a grassier, slightly more bitter British pale. I wouldn't call this an American pale. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody who's a big fan of, again, Sierra Nevada Pale or Dale's Pale Ale, a good hop forward American pale. This is not it. Pretty much what I'd expect from a company that's in bed with Budweiser. No better and no worse really than the Red Hook beers. Not spectacular, but better than your typical adjunct lager offerings. Yeah, I'll probably stay away from Widmer Brothers, and I probably won't get around to trying that Hefeweizen, but hey, those are the breaks. Matter of fact, and real quick before I get out of here, show you guys what we're working with. See if you can see it. This is Mr. Paisa. Mr. Paisa, this is Colombian cured sausage. This is good stuff, man. I got 2 packages of these I'm throwing on the grill. You know, I do the lump charcoal thing, and it's gonna be good eats, man. And sadly, actually, I got 2 Anchor Steams left in the fridge. Maybe I'll save those for dinner and just drink these while I'm grilling. I don't know. But that's what's going down, guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Stay away from Widmer. It's really not that good. I mean, my rating on that is, for the most part, a very, 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 very weak glass half full. It's not offensive, but it's not impressive whatsoever. It's typical of a company that's done business with Anheuser-Busch. So, that's it. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I got a grill to heat up. Peace.